Oh, hey!
Hey! Hey!
Ay!
Take a hike, Bozo.
See ya.
See ya.
And we're the three best friends that anybody could have. We're the three best friends that anyone could have. We're the three best friends that anyone could have. Some fucking spatulas!
You are listening to The Big Show on the Three Bozos Network. Oy! Ha 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 ha!
Welcome to another episode of The Big Show on the Three Bozos Network. I am Wizane the Pizzane. As always, don't forget to follow, subscribe, download our podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. We're everywhere. Additionally, find us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, as all the young bucks say these days, and social media, X, TikTok, and Instagram. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a comment. As always, on every Three Bozos Big Show, I am joined by Brooksy Boy and Bose. Brooksy Boy, what's going on, bud?
Man, you're getting all like sing-songy on us. Usually it's just like the silky smooth voice, but you went like full Broadway musical on us, man. I kind of like the
man,
energy.
I got a lot of energy tonight, so I'm bringing it hard.
Clearly, man. You're like bouncing off the wall.
You drinking?
Earlier, but no, that's worn off by now.
Oh, okay.
He had a Four Loco right after.
Hey,
All the energy, all the boomerang bouncing off the walls shit going on here.
I'm fucking like fucking Ray Gun in the Olympics, the Australian breakdancer.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, we could talk about that too. That's the biggest scandal.
Oh yeah, I know it too. We will get there. Okay, we will get there.
Okay,
but
yeah,
first
we'll
off,
talk about that.
we have to grace these people with the introductions. Brooksy
Oh,
boy,
yeah, yeah.
what's going on? What's new with you, bud?
Well, this week has been just kind of staying busy, just doing our last minute preparations. My wife and I were getting ready to go on our honeymoon here in a couple of days, so we're just taking care of a few of the last minute details and all that good stuff, and making sure that we've got all of our stuff packed up and ready to go, and our passports ready, and then we are going to be out of the country for almost a week. So next week you probably will not hear me, but other than that, things are going pretty well. Our little A train is dealing with some sinuses and some allergy issues right now. She's had a little bit of a runny nose, no cough, but just a little bit of a runny nose. So we had to break out about, I'd say, 10 minutes before I logged on with you guys. My wife and I had to break out the snot sucker and basically
yeah.
hold her down, and there it is. And basically we had to use the snot sucker and get all the snot out, and it was kind of gross and disgusting, but we got a lot of it out of there. It was productive. We got it done, even though it pissed off our daughter for about 2 minutes afterwards. And then, like any other toddler, she got over pretty quick.
I know about the snot sucker. It's like a mini turkey baster looking thing, right?
Kind of. It's like a little tube. It has like a little suction on one end and has like a filter and everything. And yeah, it's basically, I'm the only one in the house that uses it because my wife does a lot of awesome things, but one thing that she is not a fan of, she's grossed out by snot. So anything snot sucker related, basically she holds our kid down and I use the snot sucker. So we tag team that shit and we make it work like a champ.
Fucking Brooks, the snot sucker expert. Fucking yeah, Bose. What do you think about that? Snot sucking. Again,
Blade. All right.
Fucking
Snot sucking. What do I think about it? It's in the past for me. 20 years ago, baby. No more snot sucking for me. But yeah, Brooks sounded like he took care of business like he always does, son of a bitch. And and nothing new with me, man. Just working. Got the CRX. Got a couple more performance parts installed. Nothing major.
yeah.
And now I'm back here with you, crazy guys.
Yeah.
So quick question I got for you. How often have you listened to the Blade soundtrack since Deadpool and Wolverine came out?
I know. I know every time I hear. I know every time I hear it.
I'm gonna come.
So
Did you like how I just got in there? I just blasted it. Did it come out good?
not at all.
No, it was very low.
I'm glad that you guys could tell it was the Blade song though. It's a lot of shit over here when I'm playing it. You guys just can't hear it. I think it's because I got I don't know, voice. I don't know. There's some noise suppression crap on this app.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we could
But
tell what
it's-
it was. It just didn't come out with very high quality. But hey, we knew what was going on. It was funny.
Right. Well, hey, if anybody wants to know what's going on with Wizane the Pizzane, you can just tune in to my latest episode of Pizzane's podcast called Toddler Poop anytime that you want to know. Because, well, with my Pizzane's podcast and the big show, I am.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself here.
That's right, trying to make a name for myself.
I love it.
Dude,
That meme is taking over the internet, and I love it.
I wanted
I know,
to use
me too.
that too, man. You son of a bitch. Hell yeah.
Beat you to it.
Yeah, I'm literally looking at Gambit right now. I'm looking at him. I'm about to play the damn thing. You son of a.
Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself.
That's such a funny. That thing has like blown up. Did you see it? It's the #1 R-rated movie of all time now.
It did.
Oh, I
It did
believe it.
pass. It did pass. Shit. What was the one before that?
I don't know. Logan? I have no idea.
Probably
Wait, was
Deadpool
Logan?
2.
Logan was PG-13, right?
No,
Or
Logan was R.
right? Logan was R. Okay.
Oh, anyway, I'm
Typing
looking it up. You
away.
guys keep it going. It was Joker.
Oh, it was Joker. Oh yeah, with
Yeah.
Joakim Noah.
Joaquin fucking Phoenix. Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, how can you know Joaquin Phoenix looks so much alike?
yeah. Well, I'm just saying it. I'm just pronouncing it the way Wayne pronounces.
Oh, yeah.
Joaquin.
That was fun. That was legit one of the funnier parts of our last show.
That was funny. That was funny as hell.
Yeah. I can be fucking stupid sometimes with my brilliance. So, and sometimes I can be brilliantly stupid. So that's the way it goes.
Sometimes you're the bug.
Yeah. Now it's coming in. In.
That was
I'm gonna come.
Oh yeah.
wow.
Sound effects. The sound effects are the best, man. I fucking love it.
So let me pull back the curtain, as I like to say. We had a little bit of a 5-minute discussion about what we were going to talk about tonight. Instead of going to the thing we were going to talk about first, let's go back to Ray Gun, because that just naturally, organically came up.
Oh yeah.
Hav, Hav, you've been kind of following the controversy with Ray Gun. She was the Olympic break dancer who,
Mm-hmm.
if you're on the internet for 2
37.
seconds, you'll see him. Yeah, 37. Yeah, you'll see a meme of her. So take it away. What's the controversy
yes.
with her?
So apparently, she did it on purpose. She did this to prove a point, how easy it was to manipulate the media and become. I guess she's kind of internet famous right now for the most part.
Oh yeah, or infamous.
And-
yeah.
Or infamous, yeah. And she has zero, like, she doesn't do this. She's not a breakdancer. She's like, when she said that, she was being serious. And she's like a comedian, right?
No, well, okay. So you've heard something completely different than I have. So
What did you hear?
From what I heard is, for starters, she has like a doctorate in like some sort of dance weird. It's like one of those fake degree kind of deals. It almost
I did
sounds
hear
like
that. I did hear that.
Right. So the thing I heard about her is there was no committee to decide in Australia who the breakdancer would be for the Olympics.
Mhm.
So she created it. She competed against like 3 or 4 of her friends, and her husband was on the board to basically vote on who was going to be the Olympic representation for Australia.
Oh, geez.
That's what. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard conspiracy theory then.
Well, I don't know, man. I haven't heard that one, but any one of them could be true because they don't sound like real life. Then again, if you watch the thing, it's like, who even does that? You know?
Yeah, like the tippy toe touch, double touch, and then she did the kangaroo bounce, and then she did like the Thriller creep looking. Dude,
Yeah.
it was all over the place.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was hilarious, but I was like, man, I think that there's so many people that can pull off better moves than this woman. What the heck's going on?
I know. Even Wizane the Pizzane back
Oh,
in his
yeah,
early
dude.
days as Cuckoo. I could have Cuckoo chewed
No.
that bitch.
Dude, you could have destroyed her. Bro, you would have mopped the floor with her.
That's right.
Just the worm. You did the little what's it called? The wave? Whatever you do with your arms.
Pop and lock. Yeah,
Pop and lock. You do the pop and lock a couple times, and then you go into the worm. That's it, bro. It's over.
I know. Brooks, you could do a mean head spin with that bald head of yours. What do you think?
Dude, if I tried to head spin, I would probably suffer some sort of some sort of like scrape on my head, and I'd probably break my neck because I'm the most
Right.
So yeah, that would not be ideal. I would not. You will never see me break dancing. The craziest dancing you saw at my wedding. I'm just putting that out there. I just did a search on Ray Gun, dude. The one like kangaroo looking pose where she's leaning back on one leg and she's got her arms. I swear she looks like a velociraptor from Jurassic.
Yeah.
I remember seeing like the video of it and seeing that pose, and all I could picture was just the velociraptors from Jurassic Park, because sniffing around, and I was just waiting for her to go like, "Rah!" like the movie. That's what I was waiting on. Didn't happen, unfortunately.
It's actually inspired me to go and join. I don't know, maybe Peru. Go there and be like, oh, I'm back, my countrymen, and I'll play this and I'll destroy her as long as this is playing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come. Break that.
Yeah, if that song's playing on my headphones, it's over.
Yeah.
I'll do the pop lock. I'll do what is it called? A helicopter?
Windmill?
A windmill, yeah. I'll do a windmill, and then I'll do the worm.
There you go. Yippee-yo. I couldn't do it, man, because that shit would get me so hype that my weak heart would explode.
What? Come on.
I can't, dude.
You're still your
that
heart. Your
fucking-
heart is still weak. I thought we were good after you had that burger. We all celebrated.
yes. If we're being real life and not jokes, yes, my heart is perfectly fine. Can't even tell I had a heart attack except for the stints in there.
Well,
So
then
yes, I'm doing
we're
good.
doing the worm next weekend. You son of a bitch! On
Whoa.
live stream on Titty Talk.
Yeah, I will make that
Yo.
promise and then break it.
Wearing a gambit mask.
Yep. Hey, real quick about Gambit. I realized what was missing with that. Like, you remember how he looked weird as Channing Tatum? We said maybe it was his face was too puffy or whatever it was.
Yeah,
I
you said he
saw-
looked fat.
Yeah, I know he's not fat, but his face looks puffy in that suit. Then I saw an artist or like a Photoshop deal where they made his eyes dark and red like they are in the comics.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, man, he looks just like him like that. I was like, that's the thing that was missing. I mean, I realized they didn't do it for the movie because for whatever reason, but like actually seeing it, I was like, okay, that was it. That was the one thing that was like really missing, you know?
Yeah, I think they did a good job with it because everyone's talking about it. They don't know if he was being serious, if he was being funny, but he like loves the role. He wants to really do a movie. I know that.
Oh yeah, he tried to do it in the past. He said that Ryan Reynolds told him to really ramp up the accent. That so he's kind of like half joking with it, but yeah, like so you couldn't
good.
understand him.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like it. I think it's doing. You know, at first I was like, "What the hell?" Like kind of chuckling, but
You know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Yeah. After I saw Deadpool Wolverine, at first when I saw him show up as Gambit, I was like, okay, it's a nice little nod. It's funny, but the more I saw him in the movie, I was thinking, you know what, a Gambit movie could work. I think that there's enough momentum on the internet for it now with all the memes and everything that I want to see it. I don't even care if the movie ends up being a train wreck. Like, just I want to see it. I want to see the Gambit movie.
You know what I want to see? I would like to see. Okay, they're gonna get to a point with like Secret Wars and all that shit, right? And I think they need to have like a show in the middle of that where it's Gambit and it's Anna Paquin's Rogue, and they're like on the run together from some Sentinels or some big threat or something that's trying to kill him the entire time. I don't think he can do something by himself, but like with a rogue role or like part of the team or something like that, I think that would work.
Yeah, I could see that. I think that would be a great idea, actually.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I guess we're ready for the next subject. That's actually a good segue, though, because talking about Gambit, talking about Rogue, that could lead us right to X-Men 97. And we have some big X-Men 97 news. Well, right here off of geekytyrant.com, shocking new details on X-Men 97 creators' egregious misconduct, and season 2 is being rewritten. Oh, no.
Oh no!
Right.
Oh no!
And after the creator of X-Men 97's Bo DeMeo revealed that Marvel Studios and Disney stripped him of his season 2 credits over a gay pride post that he shared on Instagram, the shit hit the fan. I really find it hard to believe that Disney is basically stripping him over a gay pride, because like they fought pretty hard on the whole DeSantis thing whenever he had the quote unquote "don't say gay" bill. So for them to fire him over that, I don't believe that's what it is. And that's what reports have come out and said, that he basically had photos where he was wearing superhero costumes and striking sexually suggestive hero poses that could be used as inspiration for the show, and that he was groping an assistant and was both emotionally and physically abusive to staff members. So I know, Bose. Yes, see ya. I know, Bose, you were really worried that the season 2 of X-Men 97 was going to suck without him being there. They're actually taking what he wrote now and they're rewriting it. What do you think's going to happen?
Oh man, I don't know, man. It's not going to be like regardless of his personal life or whatever, gay pride, I think the show's going to be different. That's for sure. We'll see though. We'll see. Maybe they'll find somebody that was equally as passionate about the comic books, and they'll do right by they won't drop the ball like Fox. Oy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'd like to see how egregious these photos are. Like, on one half, I don't really want to see a man in a bunch of skimpy looking things if it's too sexual. But what
I just want to see if it's blown out of proportion. That's what I want to see.
Right.
If it's like, if it's like, oh, come on, what is this? But if it's something weird, then I'll be like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be the only reason that we'd want to see it is for context. That's basically the main reason.
Exactly.
And I'll just say that they, like, whoever they bring in, hopefully they do a proper search for somebody that is passionate about the X-Men, has ideas, and basically that somebody that will put as much energy as the original writer was. So that's really all you can hope for, is that they find the right person, and that person enjoys comics and the X-Men as much as anybody else. That way we actually get a good season 2, because I mean, the way season 1 ended, it left us with a nice cliffhanger, and it left us with a lot of high expectations and a lot of hope for what could happen with season 2 and beyond. So hopefully they get it right. This whole thing's unfortunate, but we'll keep our fingers crossed that they actually find the right person for the job.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Season 1 ending with Gambit, and I'm going to kind of change gears to the actual show itself now. Season 1 ending with Gambit, he died, and then they showed Apocalypse over his grave, like he was going to revive him as one of his horsemen, horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Right.
And I didn't realize, I did a little bit of Gambit research today. There's a lot that I guess I thought I knew everything about the character, but there's a lot I didn't know about him. I didn't know that he has already been Apocalypse, a horseman of the Apocalypse, like in the comics. He was Death, and he had like this weird power with like plague stuff where he can make like the air into poison, and like he was like really overpowered. And then and then on top of all of that, his whole origin story. So apparently his powers would keep growing and growing and growing. So he went to Mr. Sinister to have like almost like a lobotomy type of thing, a part of his brain removed to keep his powers from growing. Otherwise he would have turned into he's basically scared of his powers. So then this alternate reality version of him like shows up that didn't do that. And it was literally like, Mr. Manhattan from The Watchmen.
Yeah.
He was literally that. Like he was just pure energy.
He was pure energy. Yeah. He was like all lit up and shit.
Yeah. He was like a god pretty much. He could do almost anything he wanted to do. And I thought that was like, I was like, damn, man, I didn't know that about Gambit. Like he literally could have been the most powerful Marvel being pretty much, other than like the really, the Celestials and all that stuff.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Remy Labo.
He's about to make a name for himself.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Doesn't get old.
Yeah, I like I like when I like how they ended the series with Gambit. I mean, how he passed away was kind of kick-ass.
Oh yeah,
he sacrificed himself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, he went out like a boss.
Oh yeah, he sure did, man. And I even saw that like even his current power level, how he is without, he could blow up the entire earth if he wanted to. He could charge the earth like he does like anything, like his cards.
He could he could touch the ground and say it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn.
blow up the entire world if he wanted to. Yeah, he's a cooler kid. I always liked him. I always thought he was cool. He was always kind of like a second fiddle to like Wolverine and some of the other guys, but I didn't realize he was that cool. He's
my I think my brother loved him growing up as a kid because he had a he had a he had a Gambit figurine, and that was his X-Men Gambit.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's always like Gambit.
Yep. That's a cool one, man. That's a cool one. Oh, well, we'll see what happens with the whole X-Men 97 in the future. Hopefully, yeah, like you said, hopefully they keep it true to the comic books and don't try to do their own agenda bullshit, make up their own stuff. I hate it when they do that. They have I think I mentioned it maybe on one of the other shows. The new Batman animated series that they're doing. I think I told you guys they have a female Penguin.
Oh yeah, you said that last. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't need to do any of that shit. Just keep it like true to the source material.
Man, that reminds me of the Mortal Kombat. Man, are we going to talk about that?
Yeah, sure, man. Good segue. What do you got on Mortal Kombat?
So they dropped a new combat pack.
You're talking about the new Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat 1, right?
Yep. Mortal Kombat 1 for all the people that aren't aware. Mortal Kombat 1 came out with Mortal Kombat came out with a new game. They're all the way up to Mortal Kombat 11. So it was supposed to be Mortal Kombat 12, but they did like a reset. They said it's like a timeline reset, like Marvel's kind of doing, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
So they did a big story reset. So Raiden is no longer the Thunder God. It's now Liu Kang. Liu Kang is now the Fire God, and he's like Raiden, and he has to pick Earth's mightiest whatever, and it's a big mess. So there's a combat pack. There's usually they drop about 3 per game. So each combat pack has like 4 or 5 fighters. It's usually like 2 OGs and then like 2 guest characters from like a movie that has to do with Warner Brothers. So they're at Combat Pack 2. And my main guy for Mortal Kombat has always been Sector, and my backup has been Cyrax. I've always played with the robots, the cyborg robots. I mean, my avatar on this Discord is Sector. Like if you look at it, that's Sector's face. So the new combat pack is Cyrax and Sector. So obviously, I mean, they're in the game, but as a cameo. So if you're not familiar with the cameo system, I'm not going to get into it. It's really kind of boring, but it's like a little tag team guy that helps you along the fighting. You're fighting somebody. He's like your tag team player. He'll come in and do little moves like hiya, pachow, sweep, whatever. He'll do little things. So they do have Sector and Cyrax in that, but that's like a tease, man. Like, come on, give me the freaking rear player so I can go out there and teleport and kick ass. So they didn't do that. They dropped. Well, they did. Combat Pack 2. They dropped them. They dropped Sector and Cyrax. So as you can tell, I was thrilled to hear it.
Right, you're pumped, man.
I was pumped, bud. I was ready to rip heads off.
I'm gonna come.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I watched the preview, and lo and behold,
what was it? What happened?
They're gender swapped. Gender swapped my boys.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Unbelievable.
Yikes. So
my raging boner is gone now, and I'm thinking, why? And I blame 16-bit. 16-bit is you can look him up, but I don't want to get into it. But that's who I blame. And I don't know, man. I guess it's not that. I don't know. I think it's for acceptance, and they want to be, I don't know,
Well,
more open, and they want to try different things. Is what they're
yeah.
Is it
saying.
because the new timeline in MK is like, opened up like different characters, like with Liu Kang now being the fire god? Do you think that's their reasoning for it? Is why
That's
they
it.
did
Yeah,
awesome?
that's the reasoning for it. But so another thing that they do is they drop gameplay. So you look at the gameplay, and it looks strikingly similar to like the last game's Jackie. I don't know if you know that one, but that was like a little
Yeah.
female character, and it's like
Yeah.
the
It was like a
ultimate.
female Jax, right?
Yeah. And it's like the ultimate lazy move, and everyone's calling them out on it. They're like, "Man, this is like Jackie reskinned with a yellow Cyrax
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
costume on."
because Jackie was Jax's daughter, right?
Yeah. I was just, I mean, like some of the moves are, but there's like mixes of that and Tanya. Tanya's another like female player in the game from like Mortal Kombat 10. So there's a lot of that, a lot of mixed in there. And I guess there's some Cyrax because there's like a couple new moves. There's a new net move. Actually, there's a whole bunch of new moves, but still, maybe I'll change my tune once I play him. But I was just kind of bummed.
Yeah, I understand. It's like they took your favorite character from the game that you probably love the most, and they decided to change it on you, and not just like drastically change it on you.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. So Liu Kang is now kind of like a Raiden role. They changed Cyrax and Sector into females. Have they done that with any of the other characters?
Not really, no.
Okay.
No, but but I can see how they could do it with the robots, because I mean, I guess robots, you can't really, they're either male. I mean, it doesn't really matter when you're a robot. But
they're not really robots though. They're almost like they're wearing like Iron Man suits.
I
right?
know. They didn't. That's another thing they changed. It was never a Iron Man suit or like a robot suit. It's always been like integrated cyborg.
Right.
Yeah, like you lose the human part of you almost. That's how it becomes in the video game, at least. And then this time it's like just a little robot suit. But whatever. I don't know. Well, the game, it's not even out yet. I mean, they just dropped like I said, gameplay, a little trailer, and like she spoke a little bit, and her moves. I mean, her moves look okay. They don't look too bad, but I don't know. A lot of people are upset about it.
Yeah, I can tell just like the tone of your voice and like the energy that you like, the disappointment that just permeates from you while you talk about it. I can tell, man, that you're trying to convince yourself that like maybe it's not going to be that bad, but you already know, dude, it's bad. It's bad.
And it's nothing like against the women or anything. I just I can't see a woman robot beating the hell out of everybody. I'm sorry.
It goes back to why change the source material. That's Bo's new go-to move to cope with disappointment. Just blast the blade song.
Dude, every time I'm disappointed, this is what I'm blasting, man. I'm telling you.
I love it.
Hey.
Oh, that is good stuff. And I know that the disappointment with Javi is real, because I used to watch him play people online all the time with either Sector or Cyrax, and he would make people rage quit with the combos he'd pull off. I mean, we're talking 35 to 45% hit combos. I mean, if you threw a projectile at Bo's while he's playing Sector, you were toast. You were done. Just hit pause. Hit leave the room and just call it. Take the L. You were done.
Go ahead, grab yourself a snack.
Yeah, that's how good That's how good you were with Sector and Cyrax. I remember watching. I was just like, my God, man. I try to do some of those combos, and it's like, no, I'm like I'm pretty sure I would sprain my thumbs if I tried to do some of those.
Yeah,
Just for a little, like, I don't know, context. We did a spreadsheet on Google because every move has frame data, like how fast a move is, like 5, 6, 7 frames. And obviously, if you both push the button at the same time, the 5-frame move is going to come out before the 8-frame move. That's how it works. And we did a spreadsheet of which combos were punishable on block, on hit, if you whiffed. We did all that stuff. So if you did a projectile, we knew, because some people would do a projectile and it was like a quick one, so they would recover fast. But then there were some that projectiles where they wouldn't recover quick, and you could do a teleport, and it was called punish them. You punish them, full combo punish. I remember. I used to stream, baby.
so basically, like, you got this shit broken down to a science so much that you almost have a PhD in sectoromics from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, hell yeah.
More legit than the fucking breakdancer Ray Gun's fucking PhD she has. So there you go.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. I'd mop the floor with any sector in the country right now, son of a bitch. Find me. Hey, Bose on PSN.
I remember one time hanging out over at your place, and you basically put me like through a Mortal Kombat boot camp where you showed me. Like, do you remember that? You remember when we did that?
Yeah. You were Scorpion, and I think we did it easy because Scorpion was pretty easy.
Yeah, he was one of the easier characters to use. And I remember you were telling me, like, you got to time certain blocks with certain punches, and if like you got to crouch and block to be able to block these moves. And I was thinking to myself, I did not know that Mortal Kombat was this detailed, but I came away with a greater respect for the series in terms of the actual gameplay, because there's a lot that goes into it, man. I mean, there really is, and you've really got to actually be skilled to time your blocks and time your combos and be able to pull off these combos in certain situations. And it was very elaborate and very eye-opening. And I came away, I was like, okay, I understand how this is actually, you got to put in the work. You really got to put in the work. If you were gonna be like a professional streamer playing MK, you got to know your shit.
Gotta know your shit. I mean, I'll tell you, Wayne knows this too, because he played Cyber, and it's the same thing. You gotta make sure you time those correctly, or you're done.
Yeah. I was a Cyber Sub-Zero. That was my character that I played, and it was fun, man. I got really into it too. It never got even close to as good as Bose was at it, but
come on now, you were good with Cyber Sub. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah, I was pretty decent, and it was really good when you'd hit those like big combos and like you'd beat people that were good, and then you'd still win. Yeah, that like it's like a weird sense of accomplishment, but it's pretty cool.
It is a weird sense of like I don't like. It's such a weird. It is. It's such a dumb thing to be like. It kind of makes you feel good though, right? Like, oh man, I kicked the shit out of this person, and they probably they're gonna cry about it.
Dude,
no, I'm just kidding.
No,
it goes back to a sense of competition, and being competitive, wanting to win at things.
Exactly. Speaking of making people cry about things, that's how I feel now playing Street Fighter 6 with Zangief. When I'm playing somebody and they bust out like this like elaborate combo where they like do all sorts of guard break shit into like this dash shit, and I don't even know the names of half this stuff. And then I get up.
You're talking about you're talking about you doing this to Zangief, or this happening to you
happening to me. Yeah, they're doing like a 20-hit combo on me. I get up, I give them 3 pile drivers, and they're dead.
And they're dead. Yeah, I was gonna say Zangief is crazy. I've seen this. Yeah, you're right. It's like 2-3 moves, and they're like almost dead.
Yeah, Yeah.
Pile drive from
I-
hell.
Dude, the spinning
dude.
pile driver was, if you could pull that off, yeah, that move was batshit crazy.
And then he laughs at you after he slams you into the concrete.
Yeah.
He goes, ha ha ha!
My loyal fans. I love him, dude. He's like seriously my favorite character on Street Fighter. He makes people, I've made so many people rage quit because they just
Victor too.
he's a huge son of a bitch.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good, man. Video games, dude. Oh, I've had a resurgence lately in video games. I didn't play them for a long time, or very sparingly, and then lately, man, I got all these emulators on my phone. I got an emulator on my iPad, and then my PS5. I've been playing a bunch of games on there. Streets of Rage 4, I think, was the free game on PS5, so I've been playing that.
Ooh,
Which
nice.
I think the same people, you know, that newer Turtles game, Ninja Turtles game that they made that you can play on your phone.
Yeah, I got it. Shredder's
Yeah.
Revenge.
Right, Shredder's Revenge. Streets of Rage 4 feels a lot like that. I think it's made by the same people.
Who is it?
I don't know. I don't know who makes it. That's what I'm saying. I think just playing both of them, the games, it seems the same. Like you unlock characters later, you can level up your characters as you keep going on, you know, that side scrolling thing. And yeah, man, they're fun games. I like playing, like simple games like are starting to, I don't know, attract me more than complicated ones these days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Streets of Rage games were a lot of fun back in the day on the old Sega Genesis. Those were
Uh-huh.
always those games. They were simple, they were fun. You just beat the shit out of people, and keep scrolling on. And I mean, it's very similar. I know we've talked about Final Fight before, but it was pretty similar in style to Final Fight. I mean, those games were. It's like a callback to. It's like a nostalgic callback to the '90s.
Oh, that's my Nintendo. I'm booting it up to see who made it. So it looks like Nintendo, or not Nintendo, Nickelodeon.
Oh, yeah?
Nickelodeon
Yeah.
and a studio called Seven.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah. I know Nickelodeon like owns the rights to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles now, but yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Oh, dude, did you watch the Ren and Stimpy thing I sent you guys? Oh wait, I didn't send it. Dude, it was so funny. And I remember watching this as a kid and thinking it was like the funniest thing. And I remember thinking like, what the hell is what made him say this stuff? But now that I'm older, it's let me see if I can find it. I'm sorry. It was
Okay.
it was hilarious, dude. It was hilarious. I know I do this every episode. I say, hold on, guys.
Hey, you know this thing that is completely different than what we're actually talking about? Let me completely take the podcast to a screeching halt.
Let me derail the podcast.
and then not find it, and everything goes silent for a good 5-10 minutes.
It's basically like the meme. Oh my god! You know what it's like? It's like the meme of like the car on the interstate where it shows like the lanes going straight, and then you see a car making like the last second turn and look like they're about to spin off the road onto the exit ramp. You know the meme I'm talking about?
Yes,
That's exactly what it's like.
Sorry, man.
All right, you got 5 more seconds. You find your Ren and Stimpy thing?
Yeah, I found it. I'm gonna send it to you guys
Okay.
right now, so you guys. Sorry, I'm gonna send it to you guys.
Come on!
It's too loud for this. I don't know.
How easily I could end the farce. These dirty hands, and with these hands, I hold fate of millions. They think he's a god. But he's as mortal as we. I
Hell
know.
yeah, dude. Space madness.
Just one quick twist. It's over. Just one.
All right, Buzz. Got it. Space fucking madness. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Dude, I love me some Ren
Derailed
and
for a
Stimpy.
minute.
Yeah, derailed.
Completely
That's
derailed.
okay though. Love me some Ren and Stimpy though, man. Me and fucking Bose back in what, 3rd grade or 4th grade, we used to make okay.
Oh yeah, the wallets.
Let me go back in time. We had this teacher. It was 4th grade. We had this teacher,
Yeah.
Miss
Gordon?
Yeah, I think that was her name.
Miss Gordon, yeah.
Yeah, she had these things called tokens, and they're like good boy points, pretty much, And she would give them, and they're like Monopoly money looking things. Anytime you did something good, you get these tokens. Terra tokens. And the class would make wallets for them. And yeah, I think
we had the best wallets. We had the best wallets on the block.
We had the best wallets. It's basically like origami, like shit that you could, made out of paper that you could put the Terra tokens in. And I think ours was like called Sonic and Tails or something like that.
Yep. And we did little cartoons on our wallets.
Yep. Yeah. And then we would we would sell them for Terra tokens. We made a whole fucking business out of this shit. And then other people tried to copy us after that. But Ren and Stimpy, man, we would Ren and Stimpy brand some of that shit too back in the day.
I know. We had the Ren and Stimpy wallet.
Hell yeah, man. Fucking A.
Damn.
Remember
we were little entrepreneurs back then.
Wait, where? Remember the Silly Sailor wallet?
Buddy, I was going to say his name, but I still remember his name. Mike, you know who, man.
Uh-huh.
He was in class with us. He stole our wallet idea.
He did.
You know who's coming for him?
I'm gonna come.
That will not get old.
Everyone's gonna hate us, man.
Hey. Well, hold on. Before we got off track, I was trying to think what we're
Yeah. Let's get back on track here. What were we talking about?
Completely off the rails. We're fucking off-roading, man.
I completely lost track of where we were.
I tell you what, this is we were talking about video games, and we'll just move on to the next topic, which also involves video games. It is movies that produced a video game that was really good.
Okay. Movies that produced a video game that was really good.
Yeah, so a game that was based off a movie.
Okay, I got one.
The time, go for it. What do you got?
Terminator 2 Judgment Day. In the arcade with the gun. With the gun. You had to have the gun. The shooter, yeah.
Yeah, it was the Uzi gun, right?
Yeah. Well, you had the partner. You had 2 guns there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the best. I love that game.
That was a good one.
Badass.
That's a good one.
That was though.
There's another one. There's another that was based on Jurassic Park, where it was like a 2-person deal where you were like in a vehicle, and
right.
Do you remember playing this one? It was like
yeah,
similar to
same setup.
Yeah,
some of them had the little curtains on the side, right? So you could like curtain up and everything.
Yeah, yep. This one had the curtains. It was wild, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'll tell you one that actually a movie came later, but I think it was based off a movie. It was almost like a which one came first kind of deal. It was Alien versus Predator arcade. Do you guys remember that? Where you could pick one of 2 different kinds of predators, or you could pick like 2 different humans. They teamed up to fight the aliens. Do you guys remember this game back in the arcades?
I don't think so.
I don't
was
think
a
I've seen that
side.
one.
It was a side scroller like Final Fight was, or Streets of Rage or the Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles game we talked about. It was like that. And
What was it called?
It was like Alien versus Predator.
Alien vs Predator.
But this was
Oh,
like
well, Alien vs Predator. That definitely was a video game. Now, because I was just thinking of Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger, not Alien vs Predator. Alien vs
Right.
Predator. Yeah. That was way after the game. think.
Yeah, it
No?
was. It was way after the game. There was a game way back, like I said, like when we were kids, man. Like,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah. So that was a good one. But man, most of the time they suck, don't they? It's literally just a way to promote the movie, but in
Yeah.
game
Yes.
format.
Some were good and others were like big time misses. I know one of the good ones was when I remember when the Lord of the Rings trilogy first came out and they released the games on I think it was PlayStation 2 at the time. Those games were actually pretty good because they kind of had like a hack and slash element but involved like different pivotal moments in the movies, and those were actually pretty well done. But I know that there have been some, and I can't think of any right off the top of my head, but I feel like I remember other like games based on movies that were just bad, that were just not good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of blown at the moment though.
Yeah. So
You just said the Lord of the Rings. Sorry, Wayne. You just said the Lord of the Rings video game was before the movie?
No, it came out right around the same time as the movies.
Okay.
Each one of them came out like right around the same time
Well,
that each movie.
which one was
did.
first, the movie or the game?
Oh gosh, I can't even remember. I just remember it was roughly around like the same time. It may have been like a week or two or a month off or something like that, or maybe
I'm
after.
gonna look this up.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea because I can't remember exactly when. Like if the games came out first or the movies would come out
it was
first.
the games. Yeah, the games came out
It was
first.
the
Or the
games.
movies. I'm sorry, the movies came out first.
The movies. Okay.
Yeah, the three.
The
they're
books
like
came out
3D
before
beat 'em up
that, right?
games. Oh yeah. Books came out way back in the day, like the
Way
the
before,
20s, I
yeah.
think, or no.
No,
He
like
went in the 40s.
the 40s or the 50s is when it was when the trilogy was written, and then of course the Hobbit was written like even years before the Lord of the Rings trilogy was.
Yeah. I tell you what, this whole idea I got from a denofgeek.com article, and they have a top 25 list. Do you guys want to hear the top 5?
Let's do it.
Number 5 was Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. And I think this was an old Sega game, which I don't really
Sucks.
remember. So, yeah, well, that's what I think about that one. After that was Alien Isolation. I don't remember this game either. So that's another.
Sucks.
Yeah.
now we're starting to get into some good ones. Number 3 was Spider-Man 2. And judging from the graphics, it looks like maybe an OG PlayStation game, maybe a PlayStation 2 game. I do remember this game. That was like almost like the
Spider-Man 2, PS2.
Yeah. It's almost like the precursor for like those really good Spider-Man Insomniac games that just came out. It's like that same feel to it.
I think that was like one of the highest. Well, PlayStation 2, I think still may hold the record for most consoles ever sold. I could be wrong, but I know that Spider-Man was PS or PlayStation exclusive, so I know they sold a ton of those games, man.
Oh yeah, yep. I think the Nintendo Switch is creeping up on taking over the PlayStation 2's title.
Oh, really? The Switch? Okay, that's deserved.
Yep. Number 2 is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That's kind of like stretching it a little bit. But did you guys ever play those? The Knights of the Old Republic games?
I played for the Wii. I played the Star Wars, the Phantom Menace or whatever, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that, but that's it.
What about you, Brooks? You ever play it?
No, I never got into those.
Really, like literally one of the best games of all time. Like Seriously, it's really good, man. It has that whole RPG effect. Like you take your character from like a nothing and make him like super powerful as you go. But the story is like amazing. And
Wait,
then they
that's
had
the
a
game.
sequel.
That's the game I'm talking about. Wait, let me hold on. I got it right here. Hold on.
There he goes again.
Like I'm reading the article itself, and I'm reading about the game, and I'm thinking, I'm like, how did I miss this? Like I don't know, for some reason I'd never played any of those Star Wars games for whatever reason. Maybe because I was never the biggest Star Wars fan. Like, I mean, I enjoy the movies, but I would say I'm more of a casual Star Wars observer than I am like a diehard fan.
Brooks, I
Yeah.
still have your book.
What's that?
I still have your Star Wars book.
Which book was that?
The Darth Maul book. He's little. No. Hold on, let me. I'm looking at it right now. But hey, the game is Star Wars The Force Unleashed for the Wii.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
that
for
came
sale,
out-
guys.
that
If
came
you
out a
want
lot
to. If
later.
you want to. Oh, it did.
Yeah, it came out a lot later, and that game was pretty cool too. I played that a little bit. That one was more like an actiony, almost like a Devil May Cry kind of game. I remember it.
Yeah.
This one is like an RPG, like almost like a Final Fantasy ish, but I'm telling you, man, if you guys can download it on your phone. I think they ported it to like Android and iPhone, so you can play it on your phones if you want now, if you wanted to pay for it. But yeah, man, it's a really good game. But I wanted to get to number 1 on this list. What do you guys think is the number 1 game that was a movie and then it turned into a game? So it was a movie first and then turned into a game. What do you think the number 1 is? And once I say it, you guys are gonna be like, "Oh man."
Well, I just want to say I already know the answer because I looked at the article earlier, so I'm not going to spoil it.
Son of a.
Brooks is gonna take himself out. All right. Let me. A movie that turned into a good video game, right?
I can always count on Bose not to read the stuff I send over in text messages.
I'm working. I don't have time to just look at my phone, you little. Yeah, I don't know, man.
It would be. Let's see if the sound effect has it. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I was trying to do a sound effect there.
Nice job.
Hey, it is GoldenEye 007 for the Nintendo 64.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that game was. I was never like super into it, but I did play it enough to appreciate it. And then if anybody was ever oddball, they were a fucking cheater. That's what I remember from it the most.
Man, I got a sad story about this. If you want me, I don't even know if I want to get into it about GoldenEye. I was dating.
Or maybe you never felt the thing.
I was dating somebody at the time that had a little younger brother that had a Nintendo 64, and every time I went over to visit my I don't know, I was dating her or whatever. When I went to go hang out with her, I would end up hanging out with him because he was playing GoldenEye. So I would be like, yeah, I'm on my way. And then there it is. I can tell that's the game. But yeah, I would end up ditching her basically, and going over into his room and just playing Nintendo 64 GoldenEye for And sadly, he is no longer with us.
Oh man.
Yeah. R.I.P. And motorcycle accident. Just watch out, guys. Watch out for those motorcycles. Yeah. But yeah. I left a copy of GoldenEye on his where he rests now.
Yeah, that's a kind of touching remembrance of him to do it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
But
had to burn it up, man.
Yeah. No, that's apt for what we were talking about. And man, going into like motorcycles, I don't know anybody who owns a motorcycle that hasn't been in an accident with it at least once. It's just it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when with those.
Yeah.
But that's sad. I know who you're talking about. That was sad. I remember all that.
I do too. Yeah, I will never own a motorcycle in my life. And I or with a lot of things, that's one thing I will never own.
Oh, a motorcycle? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Me neither. Hopefully your kids don't. My son, he tried. He kept trying to convince me, and I'm like, it's not my choice, but I kept telling him, no, man, over my dead body. So luckily he hasn't. He hasn't yet. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, back to kind of what we were talking about. There's no easy way to segue into that. I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off. And,
It's okay. It's all right. I'm done crying now.
Okay. Anyway, so we talked about movies that became video games. What about the other way around? A video game that becomes a movie.
I'm gonna come.
Blade.
Was it a video game? It wasn't a video game first, was it? Or you
I'm not sure. I just
played
like this.
it?
I just like to. Anytime there's a down moment, I'll play that and say Blade.
Shut the fuck up, kid.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
Oh my god.
Brooks, you seem like you want to say something.
No, I was just saying how
Fuck up, kid.
I was just saying how Bose just wants to. I think he wants any excuse just to play the Blade theme like 24/7 at all times.
That's my alarm, man.
That's a hell of an alarm.
That's a hell of an alarm.
That'll shoot you out of bed like fucking quicker.
Well, you don't need coffee after you hear that theme. Oh, there's the Blade song. Okay, I'm awake. I don't need coffee. I'm good.
Coffee needs me.
I'm gonna come.
Blade.
Hey,
Off the rails. Let's go.
off the rails.
Dude, ever since I saw him in the movie, man, it was sick. They're talking about giving him a Logan movie, like how they gave Hugh Jackman like a Logan movie. They're thinking of doing a Blade movie. I think Ryan Reynolds is trying to push it, but we'll see what happens. That'd be cool.
All right.
Hey, it's Bose.
Whoa.
Dr. Bose.
Dr. Bose.
Hey.
Holy shit.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
make sure you're eating your mic this time. Last time
I'm gonna come.
He just walks into here like, what the hell's going on?
Hey.
He just
For
muted
the
himself,
listeners.
man. This fucking idiot.
He just wants to the show. He's supposed to hang out. Working.
The listeners who are kind of confused right now, Javier's brother, Dr. Bose, joined us for all of 5 seconds and then muted his mic and left us. So, yippee-yo, there you go.
That was funny. So he did a little and then left.
Hey. Yeah.
Drop the oi bomb.
Nice.
Yes. So games that turned into movies, huh?
Oh, is that? Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Batman. That's a good one. Oh, the other way though. That's movies. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be. It was comic, then a movie, and then a game.
Yeah, like Batman's been around forever. Yeah, you're talking like let's see.
Arkham Asylum is a good one.
Brooks's show that
I'm gonna come.
The Last of Us, they did that really well, where it was a game into a movie.
That's one of the few where they actually got it right.
Yeah, for the most part they did. It was pretty good.
Oh, Buzz, Dr. Buzz, perfect timing. Halo, that was a shitty one.
That's what people say, man. I was never that big into Halo. Like I played it. I played the LAN, parties, like where we'd have 2 TVs and we'd play like 4 versus 4.
Yeah. The LAN parties.
Different Xboxes. Yeah, I did that. As far as story mode, though, not so much. So I didn't really care so much, and I actually kind of enjoyed the show a bit because I didn't have all that. Yeah, I didn't have all that like they changed everything. I'm sure if I was really into it, I would have hated it.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I just heard they got bad reviews. The Master Chief TV show. Was it a TV show? What was it? Netflix or something?
It was it was a show on Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What the hell's he doing? Was he just in here? Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Anyway, so Halo, the reason why everybody hates it is because like from the episode 1, he takes his helmet off, and in the games, like he never took his helmet off until the very end or whatever. And did he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Master Chief took his helmet off on episode 1. The hell?
Yeah. So,
all right.
I don't know.
I know another recent movie that was inspired by the game that didn't get good reviews. Did you guys see the Assassin's Creed movie that came out about, was it 2014, 2015?
I did not, but I heard it sucked. Yes.
It was not good. It looked like it had potential, and I was thinking, okay, because I've played most of the Assassin's Creed games, and they're really, really fun, and the story's just kind of like ongoing. But the movie just, I don't know, it just fell flat. It just
yeah. Dude, we're missing another major one. Super Mario Brothers.
Which one? The most recent?
Terrible 90s movie. Most recent movie, pretty good.
Yeah, the most recent one was pretty good. I actually liked how terrible the 90s version was, though.
I did too, but now that it's compared to the new one, then we have something to compare it to in contrast. It was pretty terrible if you look at it. It's like, what the hell is this? But it's funny, terrible.
It's so bad that it's like kind of oddly entertaining in a way. I think the point of that though, when you compare the two, is how some stuff maybe just shouldn't be live action. Like when it comes to video game stuff, like I think that's probably why Mario Brothers didn't work, is because I guess it lends more to being sort of animated, like the most recent one was, instead of live action. So I think that probably played a factor into it as well. You know, a couple old games that have been like franchises that have been around forever that I think would make interesting movies, but might be better suited as animated. Maybe I was kind of thinking either like a Legend of Zelda movie or a Metroid movie. I mean, those have not been done. Those have not been done. So it's like maybe, I mean, I would think with the technology we have now, maybe they could pull off a live action Zelda or live action Metroid. Be worth a shot.
Yeah. I'm on on the Tiki-Taki Chinese spyware app, and they have this one channel.
It's not even you talking right now.
No, it's not. And that's a good segue into what I'm going to say, because there's this one channel. It's this AI generated. It's almost like movable art, and it's like it says like Zelda if it was a dark 80s fantasy movie, and they show like all the characters like AI generated, like like when I say dark 80s fantasy, like that movie like Labyrinth, back in the day, or there's a lot of stuff like that. Anyway, man, looking at it, it's like it looks real. It really looks like actors, and they could make a really cool Link Legend of Zelda game. Link looks like a kid, which I think that's what he should look like. And they make like all like what's the bad guy's name? Gandalf. Not Gandalf, Gandorf, right?
It's Thanos.
Yeah, right. With the snap. They make him like all huge and scary looking, and man, I think that could be a good live action one, honestly.
We're forgetting another one, Sonic. That was pretty good with Jim Carrey. Those actually turned out to be good. You didn't watch any of them? Yeah, they turned pretty good. They turned out good.
I saw Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. What's his fucking name? Dude, I can't say anything ever anymore.
Robotnik.
Robotnik.
Yeah, Robotnik. He was really good as that role with a limited time I've seen him.
Yeah, that he was pretty good in that role. Yeah. But yeah.
There's some other possibilities. I mean, I would love to see, and I think this would actually make a better TV series than a movie, but give me a God of War TV series, man.
Dude, Dude, are we on the same thing? We're reading the same thing here.
What do you mean?
We're on the same link here, bud. You're talking about we started talking about Assassin's Creed, then Wizane talks about Zelda, and then now you're talking about God of War. What happened?
Well, those are the big games that haven't done movies yet. God of War, I'm still playing. I told you guys, I'm still playing through it. The first one still, slowly but surely. I've never beat any of them. I've never beat any of them. So I started with the first one.
So you're playing through the first one was the PS1, I think, right?
Yeah. I'm playing it on the emulator on my phone.
Okay, so you're playing. God, you're playing that one? Jesus.
I think it's PS2. It's PS2.
Is it even fun or is it dated?
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty fun. It's a little dated, but it's still pretty fun.
Some of those games are.
I got it on. Yeah, I got it on easy mode. I'm just trying to breeze through it so I know the story. And then I'm gonna go to the second one, and then the third one I'll probably have to buy remastered on my PlayStation to play that one, and then I can jump into the newer ones where they did the Norse ones next. So
yeah. Oh, Metal Gear, they're about to do that, aren't they?
I don't know. I haven't heard that.
Metal Gear Solid, yeah.
I've heard different things with Metal Gear. It's like so many different rumors, but nothing's ever really been like substantial or really gotten off the ground. It seems like.
Well, we have it here first on the Three Bozos Network on the Big Show. You heard it here first. Breaking news.
And what's that breaking news, Bose?
I already forgot.
No.
Hey, breaking news.
Breaking news. Absolutely nothing. We got a breaking news alert. Dun, 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 dun. What's the news?
Dun, dun, dun,
damn thing.
Ready? You know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I was going to say breaking news. David Hayter is reprising his role as Solid Snake.
Hell yeah. That'd be
greatest game over screen ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But I said breaking news. I forgot.
Breaking news.
Shut the fuck up, kid.
Come on, man. I don't have my sound effects up, so I can't redo it. Back to you, son of a bitch.
Oh, man. Well,
my wife
just came into the room.
Party's over.
I think the party might be over. No, she's not killing the party, but I don't have anything else to talk about, guys. I didn't bring any other subjects to the table. And if I did, I forgot about them.
I thought we were going to talk about anime.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's jump in on that one. So it's the only geeky thing. Okay. We talk about a lot of geeky shit on here. And by geeky things, it's just it's like a culture. It's like almost cool. Like geeky shit's cool now, you know? We talk about video games. We talk about comic books. We talk about movies and fantasy shit and all cars, all sorts of stuff. The one thing we don't talk about, which is something that is like my guilty pleasure, is Japanese anime. I love me some Japanese anime. I watch it all the time. I watch stupid shit where people die and come back to life in a fantasy land. That's actually a genre. That's a genre, and there's about 1,000 different shows based off of that premise.
Do you read manga? Isn't that how you say it? Manga?
Yes. No, I used to read a lot more. There's only one that I still read, and it is called Hajime no Ippo. I know, right?
Oh, you're legit.
I'm weebing out. I'm
weebing out,
legit for real. So this is probably, and I will highly recommend anybody. So there's an anime, you can watch that. It's a boxing. It's all about boxing. Like basically, this kid is getting bullied at school, and this boxer comes along and kind of rescues him. And by rescuing him, he says, "Well, I want to be a boxer too." So he kind of goes from this like pussy pushover kid to like this badass boxer, over a long period of time. Mm-hmm. And man, it is like literally like top 3, one of my favorite animes, dude. It is so good. And I don't even like boxing all that much. It's cool, but anyway, there's some pretty mainstream ones out there, like Attack on Titan, I think is the mainstream one. And I think both of you guys have seen that one, right?
That's the only one I've ever watched when it comes to anime.
You never seen like Dragon Ball Z?
I mean, I remember I'd watch Dragon Ball Z when I'd go over to Bo's house when we were growing up. But I mean, I never sat down and like watched it all the way through or watched it on my own time. So
wow. Damn.
I watched Vampire Hunter D. I've watched
That's good.
Akira. That
was really good.
Yep. I've watched Ghost in a Shell.
Yep. That's a classic.
Classic. One other one I can't remember. It was VHS. These are all VHS for all you youngins out there. VHS. Google it. VHS. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. But I also did see Attack on Titan, thanks to Hulu and Brooks's.
Hey. I think you can watch it on Netflix now.
Is it on Netflix now?
I think it is. Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. And that's it, as anime goes. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Attack on Titan was like one of those really like it was really good. It was a step above like all the other ones, man. When you start off that show and it's just like this, like la-di-da, we all live in this, kind of back in the day town with castle walls, and then holy shit, giant fucking giants are eating our heads. Like
yeah.
I remember seeing the very first episode for the first time, and that happens, and then it kicks into that intro theme song, and it makes you just want to sprint through like 12 brick walls.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But then they kept changing, and then I remember like every half season or so they would change the theme, and I'm like, why did you change it? Why? That song was awesome. And then over time, I actually came to appreciate all of the different theme songs, and they're all pretty cool in their own way for each season. They actually kind of fit with how with like the theme of each different season. And I also like how they also have their own closing themes, because it was almost like you'd see all in Attack on Titan, you'd see all this mayhem and death and carnage and sadness. And it was just like all crazy. And then at the end of the episode, the ending theme was like this soft piano music where it's like, we're going to now recount the devastation and anguish that you just witnessed. Here's a lovely piano theme.
Yeah. We're going to soothe your soul. Hell yeah.
I think that was one of the later seasons. That's not the one Brooks was talking about, but
hey,
hey,
are you guys wrapping it up?
Are we guys what? Every time, Buzz. What are you talking about?
Oh man, you guys
we are, but then we got probably another 15 minutes left in us.
What the hell did I miss?
I don't know. We've been going for how long?
Probably about an hour and a half, hour 45, something like that.
This is what your Friday nights come to, huh?
It's 11 o'clock, man. We've been doing this for 2 hours. Say it, Bess.
Hey, yeah.
What are you doing?
At work, man.
At work? The hell? Sick, Bess. How's it going?
Anything interesting happening at the hospital?
I mean, not really. Just normal sick people. Nothing crazy. No more stories of people killing their mothers, the children's mothers, and going to Georgia.
Right.
Yeah.
So nobody's trying to make a name for themselves.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I listened to the podcast that you put about the Deadpool and Wolverine, and his face is too fat for that suit.
We talked about that just like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
They fixed it.
They fixed it.
Yeah, they fixed it. Listen.
I'm gonna go.
Blade.
And I think Blade was my favorite part.
Yeah, it was good, man. Dr. Bose, look up Channing Tatum's Gambit with black and red eyes. Somebody did like a Photoshop of it, and it looks like a different character. It looks like how it should look.
So now Wayne is on board with the Channing Tatum
Oh, it does look better.
movie.
Yeah,
It looks a lot better.
yes.
And
So,
for
yeah,
any
I'm on board
patients,
now.
at the hospital not getting their medicine, it's because Bose is Googling this.
Get back to
I'm just kidding, man.
You're like, oh, we had a delay in the prescription processing. What happened? I'm trying to make a name for myself.
You're like, sir, I don't know.
You know how long I've been waiting for this. I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I like the actual action that was in it too, because it's like the graphics are sick when he was like beating shit up and throwing those
Oh yeah,
cards.
when he did his 52 card draw move, that was sick, boss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It looked good, but the accent just I couldn't stop but laugh every time he was talking. It was good. I think they did that on purpose, though. It was a good move in my opinion.
Yeah, that's funny.
Agreed.
Yep. So, I guess are we gonna do wrap it up with a day in history or?
Yeah, we can do that. I think the whole anime segment fell flat, so that's okay.
Hell
Hey,
yeah! It's only
Dr. Bose. You watch any anime?
No.
yeah.
There you go. It's dead.
It's dead. We could
Mark
get a
watches
couple
that
people. What?
Say
Mark watches that
say
shit.
again.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, Mark watches it all freaking day, and he got Gooch into it.
Oh shit! We need to have an anime a thon or something.
No, I'm not doing it.
Dre Money, he reads manga.
Hey yo, Peru.
Yeah.
Ayo Peru. Yeah, my cousin, he's really big into it too, so we could get him on here too. I think you know what? I think Trey is too. Crust.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
We can
have
have
to
a Weebathon.
well Weebathon. We'll call it a Weebathon.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's like fucking Toyotathon, but it's Weebathon. Fucking 2024. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Merch coming soon, bitches.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll end the show like we end every episode with a day in history. Gold is discovered in Canada's Yukon Territory, sparks Klondike Gold Rush in 1896. Hey. Okay. Babe Ruth dies in 1948. The Sultan of Swat. The Great Bambino.
Oh.
Sandlot. Sports Illustrated is first published in 1954. And every year after that, they would have a swimsuit issue. I've seen some good swimsuit issues, and now I don't even know if there's women in them anymore. You see a little something poking out of them bottoms these days. Kind of reminds me of the Olympics opening ceremony. Not like it used to be.
See.
Madonna was born in 1958.
Oh wow.
Speaking of dead green,
Like a virgin.
Hey.
Hey.
Elvis Presley dies in 1977. And on the toilet, because
Hey,
he's
Mama.
constipated from all the pain pills.
Yikes.
And yikes. Aretha Franklin dies in 2018. And we have a quote from Babe Ruth. I swing big with everything I've got. I hit big or I miss big. I like to live as big as I can. Well, I like to swing big for the audience on this show, on this podcast with the other fellow bozos, Bose and Brooksy Boy. And we give everything we've got to you people to make you have hearty belly laughs that make you hurt and tears come down your eyes and all that good garbage. But I hit big or I miss big. Just like that joke just now. I missed pretty big on that one.
Oh man.
But we here at the Three Bozos Network like to live as big as we can. So don't forget to follow, subscribe, download our podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. Find us on YouTube, give us a subscribe, and social media, X, TikTok, and Instagram. Parting words from the fellas. Brooksy Boy, you first.
That should be Javier. That should be Javi's parting words. Yeah, I would say my parting words are: I will see you guys not in the next episode, but the episode after that, since me and my wife are gonna be off on our honeymoon.
Oh,
Deuces.
shit.
Finally, man.
That's right. Well,
Hell yeah.
enjoy yourself. Have a lot of fun. Relax. And have a good time.
Have a lot
bro.
of sex to this song,
Yes.
man. You know which song. I'm not even gonna play it, man.
Brooks, every fucking 5 minutes on your vacation. Every 5 minutes on your vacation, you should be saying,
gonna come. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come.
Oh god.
all
right.
right. Let's kick it over to Dr. Bose. Is he still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Parting words for the people. What do you got?
I don't have jack shit.
Of course you don't.
Nice job, Bus.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Where's Scott Crow when you need him, Bus?
Fuck Scott Crowd, a little bitch.
Hey, there we go.
And
I'll give you guys $50 a pop if you get him on the show.
What?
I said I'll give you guys $50 a pop if you get him on the show.
$50 a pop.
Yeah,
Hell
each of you
yeah.
guys. Even Brooks, he didn't do jack shit. He fucking gonna get $50.
Hell yeah.
All right, we're getting next show. We're getting Scott Crowell.
He's like, I don't even fucking remember you guys.
What if he doesn't remember us? No, there's no way, man.
yeah. Bose, what do you got?
Yeah, I derailed it. Blade.
Well, my parting words to the people.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
That's about all I have.
Remy
Well, on that note, yippee-yo. Let's go.
See ya.
See ya.
Say yeah.
Say ya.